What up, guys? It's your boy Sam back at it again. We're gonna face the name of the beast of the game. Today, I am reacting to a video by Depth, why COD Trickshotting is dead, the history of COD Trickshotting, and what led up to the fall off. Really hoping it comes back for the release of BO7, which is coming out here in a couple of days. I hope you guys really enjoy that. There's going to be plenty of content in store for you guys coming up. I've got my buddy Di here with me to react to this video, and I've been really excited to do this, kind of postpone the upload, so sorry for that if you guys were looking out for it, but here it is without further ado, why COD Trickshotting is dead.
And is dead, and why? Watch the full video for context and explanation.
Oh my god.
Why are older Call of Duties better? And why are newer CODs not good for trickshotting and sniping? Let's just structure this video a little bit. The four main questions are going to be: is it even actually dead? Are FaZe a major part of this? Other factors? And are the older CODs better? For all these questions, we're going to have to go back in time just a little bit. Let's go back to 2011 when all this started.
Yeah, man, I remember those logos.
Modern Warfare 2 and FaZe Clan were the things that all got us into trickshotting back in the day. But why did we even start trickshotting? What was so fun about it to get us involved in the first place? And what is the difference now? Why does nobody
What game got you started on trickshotting, Di?
BO2.
BO2? Hell yeah. Great COD.
Yeah.
Arguably the best COD in history.
Yeah, I didn't start trickshotting in MW2 until after.
Had in years just playing any other game. And that kind of just proves that there must be something different about these games which is so much better. Or again, other factors. I promise, I really am trying to get to the point. So the reasons are, it was a lot more exciting. It was more fun, like back in the day. You got to join clans and all these things. The competition with your friends was crazy, and it was new. Now, we all know when Modern Warfare 2 came out, watching FaZe, it was so exciting going for the same shots that we're going for, even trying to copy and recreate anything. The fact that FaZe even brought out something called clans and nobody even knew what a clan was until this period of time just made it so exciting and new, which is part of what I meant. And not only that, but the competition in-game when you and your friends are going for trick shots, you just trying to out-trick shot your friend and just try and go for a better shot in general. It's like when you first learned how to do a catwalk or a tack knife flip or even...
Yeah, dude, I remember spending hours trying to learn how to do a tack knife flip. Tack knife flips were the bane of my existence back then, dude. I don't even know why.
As a whole was absolutely perfect for what every trick shot I ever wanted. And FaZe Clan are the pioneers that made trick shotting so big as it is now. Now that we've
I could moonwalk.
So good.
I could knack.
Changed. I think how genuine and
could not get the fucking tack knife. It's just I got it down, but like I was just so inconsistent with it.
13 things really started.
Couldn't always keep it the same every time.
Really yeah. Implemented in 2012. 2012 was the year.
But it was so sweet when you actually did it.
And setting up basically affected the standards of the clips to the point where nobody actually believed clips were unset up. You'd ask the enemy to run around and make it look like it was believable to try and make it look like an unset up clip. When in actual fact, this was just damaging the game by lying to the rest of the community what you were doing. This was one of the downfalls of the Call of Duty community. People would be grinding all day, every day to try and hit a shot, and you would just hit it in like a couple days potentially because you're setting up and you're going for unlimited tries.
Yeah.
And as we all know,
yeah, I agree with that.
It's so much easier than hitting legit on somebody that is actually trying.
I'm hoping the community decides to stop doing setup clips. I've never, like, if an enemy decides that, you know, to be chill and they end up deciding to set up because they see we're trickshotting, I'll have fun and go for shots, but ultimately I'm not going to use it. I never have.
Right.
How good trickshotting was in general.
Yeah.
It's always fun to go for the shots,
but which we've just spoke about. People hating.
I won't put them in a Taj.
Standards of shots were going through the
no, not at all.
2013. I'm pretty sure at this point Black Ops 2 had come out, so it wasn't the newest Call of Duty. So how do all these link together? It's really important we get a timeline so we know when everything actually happened and started.
Back in the day, people were using EB as well. Explosive bullets, remember that?
Oh yeah, a lot. Yeah,
just because
a
they're
lot.
the ones why people started trick shotting in the first place.
Just kind of takes the fun away from it.
Yeah, it does.
Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Now this changed.
God, I missed the peak of this game,
Just
dude.
trick shotting in these old games make it look so much better
So
than it
good.
does in the new gen.
Fair enough, it was still very early on for Modern Warfare 2. Not every single shot had been hit.
The mechanics of the
Just
game
the
were super
nostalgia.
simple. It was super limited, but
Warfare 2 just
trick shotting gave you that sense of freedom to be able to do whatever you want to do. You just
That's what I mean when I say new Call of Duty's coming out. It just
Yeah.
raised the standards for the previous Call of Duty, which made people reluctant to actually play the old CODs anymore. They could hit something crazy, but just wasn't appreciated.
Alright guys, so at this point in the video, my OBS stopped recording. Luckily, I did get my camera POV here, and I was able to record his POV, so we were able to salvage and re-record the actual video itself. And so if the audio is a little different moving forward, that's why.
Enough, really. So
And,
let's just say,
like,
going
I
off
will
the trend
say
that I've
too,
set,
like, looking at these trick shots, dude, like, the simplicity of them was so much better than the garbage that people do now. I mean, people decided that they're going to try to cram as much shit into a shot that they can. It just looks like an absolute mess, and it's a nightmare for editors to edit. And it just takes away from the style of it. Like, you could tell, like, by looking at a clip, whose clip it was, just based on the style of their trick shot. Like, if, like, big players, obviously, if you watched them enough, like, each player had their own style. You know what I'm saying? And just everybody cramming as much shit as they can into their shots these days to have the craziest clip and the highest standards. Like, it's just so dumb, dude. And it takes away from the premise of what it's supposed to be, in my opinion.
Well, yeah, the NSL now is a lot more.
Yeah, dude.
People are spending way more on the ground versus being in the air, and they're saying they're hitting 1440 or whatever, and really they only spun once in the air.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, like, NSL started on Modern Warfare 2, but it wasn't like they were doing a fucking 1440 on ground. They started maybe a 180 or a 360 as they were falling off of the top of the crane or whatever that like melted into their shot instead of like you see
it just
them
being
do a ton
all
of
based
spins.
on the ground.
Like, people, the way that they do it now, they do a ton of spins, and you can see where they pause for a moment to inch themselves up to fall off because they get to the very corner of whatever they're standing on, and then they'll just kind of bump themselves off and continue their spin. It's just, I don't know, man. It kind of takes away from the style of everything.
To Advanced Warfare in 2014, bearing in mind personally I didn't think Ghost was an amazing Call of Duty to trick shot on, and then all the way to iconic Black Ops 3 in 2015, which was an absolutely amazing Call of Duty. Everything including what I've just said about setting up and fake clips, which I haven't really touched on, to be honest.
BO3 was pretty sick for
it's
trick
kind
shotting.
of obvious as a lobby.
Yeah, it was.
MK14 shot, that's nuts.
Completely ruined the game, especially Call of Duties like Modern Warfare 2. Black Ops 2 started being able to fake clips and use EB around this time as well.
Yep.
However, something did change in 2015 when Black Ops 3 came out.
The only thing I'll say is EB started much sooner than Black Ops 3.
Kind of blew up with trick shotting in general.
Yeah, no,
so
yeah, it did.
FaZe were falling off just a tiny little bit in the sense that they weren't very good at the new Call of Duties. People were getting a lot better at it.
FaZe started falling off because they were doing IRL content, which is why they created
didn't exactly
Red.
Step away from Call of Duty at this point. This wasn't the turning point for FaZe, but they did do something great for the community. This was the last thing that FaZe did which was good for the community before they absolutely killed it, which we'll get into a little bit soon. Call of Duty Black Ops 3 came out and it was a brilliant game. You know, you could jump, you could boost in the air, you could wall run and go for wall run trick shots. It was such a great Call of Duty, and people didn't know how to fake clips.
I wish I got
to was authentic on it.
Take advantage of BO3
setting
more.
up on it extremely early
when BO3 came out, I was
teams. And this is
toward
when
the end of
FaZe
high
pulled
school
something out the
and
bag to try and get them back in
life
the Call
was
of Duty
getting in the
scene.
way.
They introduced Red Reserve.
Yeah, I feel it.
Yep, there it is.
I didn't really trick shot. There goes Red.
Remember this, but Scarce basically got appointed with
team that a lot of people grinded for.
Reserve, which everybody obviously wanted to join FaZe, as we've said previously in the video. And FaZe made this a gateway to FaZe Clan by making Red Militia, which was FaZe B team. So basically, if you were able to join Red, you would one day eventually probably join FaZe. Not everything that I say is relevant for snipers about the faking clips and stuff. However, the standards thing in general and the old Call of Duties all applies to snipers. So if you're a sniper watching this and you feel like I've neglected that a little bit, I do apologise. I'm just not as experienced with the sniping side of everything. Also, if you're new to my channel and you do enjoy this video, please consider subscribing. It's completely free and it takes 2 seconds.
Already done, Depth. I got you, brother.
Comment what you think of the video so far, that would be great. It would really help me with the YouTube algorithm. Anyway, let's get back to the video. As good as Black Ops 3 was, and as long as it lasted, all soon came to an end when FaZe decided to properly part ways with the Call of Duty trickshotting community. Now, they didn't properly express this with words, however, they were making the move with Fortnite and doing all those sorts of different games. Be it as it may,
and speaking of Depth, I do want to take a moment to appreciate the amount of effort he put into the production of this video. It's so good. The layout of it is really good. The transitions, the talking points, the highlights, it's so good. And then the timeline, the layout of the timeline so far is really good too.
Yeah, he's keeping it all intact.
All I know is FaZe was sort of disembarking from trickshotting and sniping at this point. One of the ways they actually did this was de-affiliating with Red Reserve, so obviously I believe it was Red Militia, and I think they changed it to Red Reserve once they actually unaffiliated with FaZe. FaZe cut all ties with Red Militia at this point in time, but the community did stand by Red.
God, that's a name I haven't heard in a long time.
Red were now the pinnacle of the Call of Duty community for trickshotting and sniping. FaZe had gone from a potential team
I miss the peak era of these teams. I wish they didn't
if they were recruiting these types of players anymore.
Fall off.
Red Reserve now had the Red House.
Even if FaZe still fell off, like, I mean, Sour's killing it right now.
Which
They're
is
doing
what
well.
most people want.
Sour's still up, yeah.
And I forgot to say at some point during this, Infinite Warfare came out, and then after that, a spring of bad Call of Duties. In my opinion, not great Call of Duties, but that's debatable. But the fact
the content's not as
Call of
personable.
Duties
It's
relatable,
worse
and worse. People
but
were running
it's
back
not as
to old-gen
personable.
Call of Duties, like
they do
Modern
some
Warfare
IRL
2,
content. I think they have a Sore House right now where they're collabing with content.
Clips and setting up and all these
I think they had one. It was a sniper's house.
Yeah, I just watched a video the other day. They played hide and seek. So the seeker had to hit a shot on BO2 on carrier, and everybody had the amount of time it took for him to hit a shot to be able to find a hiding spot. So he had to, he had to go for trick shots until he hit one, and by the time he hit one, he was able to go find everybody. It was a pretty dope video. Then they did another one recently where they took an Xbox setup out into public, set it up on a sidewalk.
I seen that one.
And 1v1 strangers, and it was such a dope concept, dude. So the Sword Boys are fucking killing it right now, and you know, shout out to Fumes too. Congrats on joining Sword, dog. You're killing it right now. Keep it up, dog.
Not just that, he just hit 100K today too. He's at his plaque.
Yeah, dude, he announced that I think a week ago or so, and showed a screenshot of his shipment for his 100K plaque. He's fucking killing it, dude.
So I think the question now is Call of Duty trickshotting and sniping dead? This is the hard truth some people do need to realise. FaZe is gone, they don't want anything to do with trick-shotting, and there is no prominent goal for the community anymore. The lobbies are ruined and unplayable, as well as them dying out, there isn't enough people to sustain lobbies anymore. You physically can barely even tell now if people are faking clips.
This is just so stupid.
And just to touch on the setting up thing, guys, I want to draw some attention to people doing 2-boxing and even filling the lobby with the 2 boxes just to get to last quicker. I know 2-boxing doesn't seem too bad, and it makes the game a lot easier, but that takes away from the trick shots that you're hitting. It's not as much of a challenge. You literally know the location of the enemy all the time. It's like having UAV hack. It is sort of like modding. It doesn't have the same desired effect.
Which is why I love the group that we have, bro, because we try to keep it legit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, by far.
We're one of the only teams I see actually doing clear outs and trick shotting last on people that aren't setting up.
Yeah.
That's where I get
now, when I say
fucking dopamine and serotonin hits from, dude.
For setting up and for using 2 boxes, I understand because I have done all of these things before myself.
Damn, I remember Saw.
2011 was so good was because everything was authentic, everything was genuine, unset up, fun,
It was.
new.
It was authentic as fuck back then,
vanilla,
dude.
which is what we need to get back to. Vanilla Call of Duty. The older Call of Duties were much better.
God, and the reactions, man. I love it.
That's what I miss, the reactions.
Yeah, I've got my guys that I used to run a team with, and we go through and watch our old like Road to a Kill Cam videos every now and then from a decade or so ago, and
so trickshotting isn't completely
the reactions
dead. There are
so
people
good.
there that do want to still do it. How do we get ourselves back into that state that we were in 2012 when everything was so fun and genuine? And the hard truth is we can't. But the things that we can do are this. All Call of Duty trick-shotting teams go back to the way that we were in 2012, which is legit clips only. If people fake clips, do what we used to do back in 2012. And
people used to get fucking
faking clips. Leave the dark side people doing
absolutely
their sort
blasted
of
on
stuff.
socials for faking clips,
bored
dude.
of vanilla, and I do understand that.
And now you got
However,
people making montages
Yeah.
out of whole setup clips.
Stop mixing teams that play vanilla COD
Yeah,
with
it's
dark
crazy.
side Call of Duty.
Yeah,
Go
what
back to
CODs came
absolutely
to.
no setting up, no fast last, completely genuine, legit Call of
Legit
Duty.
COD only,
Give the new
dude.
Call of Duties a try, and if you don't really like them, don't downplay the old gen Call of Duties. Go back to them and play them, but play them legit and unset up as the game was meant to be played. As long as they're unset
You
up,
guys might
then we
be
can
asking
make
why I
Call of
turned the
Duty what it
volume up
used
for
to
this,
be.
because
Maybe
everybody
not
in the
to
back
same
needs to hear
scale,
this
but
shit.
at least better than it is now. I think people need to take a step back a little bit. They've not gone for the joy of trick shotting, but instead what they can gain from it and what organization they can join and how many likes they can get on a Twitter post. But stop trying to be the best at the game and just enjoy it and play the game for what it is. I would say FaZe are 50% of why Call of Duty trick shotting is dead. And the same with the Red House and what they did with the investors. That was just a blow to the face when you're on the floor for the rest of the community that Red was not even a thing anymore either.
Yes, Brad and I were actually wondering if you were one of the people who wanted to join FaZe.
Do me a favor, check him out. His name is Red Death. He has been on the 30-day upload streak.
I'm not really playing COD. I haven't played COD in months.
I would say 30% of it is our own selfish fault for faking clips. We haven't helped ourselves whatsoever. And the other 20% is just the new Call of Duties aren't great, are they? I really do hope you guys enjoyed this. I did spend a lot of time editing this. This is probably the best video I produced on my channel. I actually really did enjoy doing this. I am going to be trick shotting on the new Call of Duty and giving it a go. Drop a like, subscribe please if you haven't subscribed already. Please go in the comments and let me know what you actually thought of the video, because I'm actually quite curious to what points you thought what brought trick shotting to its knees. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one.
Dude, Depth, all I gotta say, great video, dude. Absolute banger. And you spoke nothing but the truth, and I'm gonna speak on it a little bit myself. Dude, back in the day, it was never about the clips or the teams that you join. It was a little bit, you know, everybody grinded for a team here and there. But it was a sense of community, right? It was the people that you spent the time grinding for those clips with. You know, and any team that I was in back then, or the team that I led back then, like, we didn't go for setup shots. That just wasn't a thing. Everybody had a sense of integrity. And then, you know, years go by. We passed like 2015, 2016, and, you know, people are just hungry to grow on socials. And it only got worse through the years as we approached 2020. COVID hit, and then you got a lot of new players coming into the COD community and trying to get into sniping, but not really dedicating any time to learning how to actually trick shot. And the ones that do actually trick shot just set up incessantly. So you got the people from the OG community teaching these new kids how to set up shots, and so they think it's okay. And it's just not. It's just not okay. And then TikTok ruined the sniping community. I'm just gonna say what the real sniping community is thinking, and they won't say. TikTok ruined sniping. Nobody wants to see a singular kill that you got in Search and Destroy because you got a silent shot quickscope. That's not impressive. My 6-year-old son can do that, right?
Or collat.
If you hit a quad feed for the kill cam, or you hit like a triple collat and kill the entire team, or let's say you go and hit a 3-piece. Like, I don't care if it's a complex 3-piece. All you got to do is kill 2 people and then jump off and do a 360, and you can silent shot then for the 3-piece. That's sick. FaZe Rain did that. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, he did.
And it's just one of those things where people gotta come back to having some sort of actual integrity while playing the game. Like, we gotta get back to our roots and, like, go for unset up shots. And so that's what we're gonna be bringing to you guys at the launch of BO7. I'm gonna be joining forces with Depth here, and we're gonna be trick shotting together at release of BO7, and hopefully hit some bangers. But it's not gonna be set up, and we're gonna start calling people out and giving people grief for posting setup shots. Now, if somebody happens to be in the game and they know what you guys are doing and you guys go for trick shots and they happen to set up, that's okay. Have fun going for your shots. It's good practice. But if you hit something and you go to post it, make sure you put a disclaimer. This person set up during the game. This is just something for the timeline, something that I'm going for. I want to hit it legit, but here's a little highlight for you guys. Like something like that. Like own it. Like take accountability and don't try to fake it, right? Don't try to pass it off for a legitimate clip. It's just not something that's okay to do. When you work for your shot, instead of having somebody hand it to you by setting up, it feels that much better once you actually hit it. I don't know, man. Those are just my opinions. Depth, again, great video, brother. Die, what'd you think? Anything that you want to input?
I mean, outside of just bringing back the original community, I mean, the standards for trick shotting just needs to go back to this normal, you know, people care too much about NSL. Just go back to having fun, just like you said. That's really what the game needs to go back to. Stop stressing on people who are having fun in the game. Just enjoy the game for what it is.
Absolutely. All right, and
that's why we all buy it.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree. And I'll close with this. Depth has another video, Call of Duty Trickshotting, the Golden Era. I haven't watched this yet. I would love to do a blind react to it, again, with Die. If you guys enjoyed this video, let us know in the comments, and then we will react to this video as well, because I want to see what, you know, his opinions are on it. He did a great job with the layout of why COD Trickshotting died. The timeline of everything was incredibly accurate. He knows what he's talking about. He was in the community, as was I, as was Die. So he knows what's up. And again, great production on the video, dude. Congrats on that. 3.9K views on it too. Fantastic, dude. You killed it. And
well deserved.
Yeah, we're gonna keep killing it into BO7. And if you guys made it this far in the video, please consider subscribing to the channel, drop a like, hit that notification bell so that way if we react to this video, you will be the first to know about it. And it's been your boy Sin, back at it again, bringing a face name of the beast of the game. It's been your boy Die. You guys have a wonderful rest of your day. Peace.
Later.